Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session we are going to see very important articles that appeared in our today's newspaper. And today is Saturday, there are very less number of articles relevant to our examination point of view, and let us see those articles. First of all, I'll let you know important topics of the day, and later on we are going to see each and every topic from prelims and mains point of view, and I'll be telling you how questions can be asked from that topic in prelims and also mains. And at last, I'll be giving you prelims practice questions case. Okay, now let us see the topics. The first one is IMD curtails its forecast for southwest monsoon, pushes onset date to June. So this article is talking about IMD and is talking about one important concept in geography called as monsoons. So it is talking about onset of monsoon. So this is going to have impact on our Indian rainfall. So this topic is important from GS paper 1 under geography. And related to monsoon in 2026 paper also there is one question, but that question was the mixed dimension related to Andaman and Nicobar related thing. So they asked about Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and in that question, third statement, it is about Andaman and Nicobar receives rainfall during December to May, like that they gave question. Okay, they connected Andaman and Nicobar and as well as monsoon concept in that. So if you know both of these concepts, then only you can answer that question. So from that point of view, here UPSC is not giving a single topic related question. UPSC is trying to mix and match 2 to 3 concepts in a single question. That means you need to have a wide range of knowledge case. So whenever you are reading any topic from geography, if you read from only geography point of view, it may not happen. You have to link that same topic with economy, same topic with polity, same topic with different dimensions, then only you can answer that kind of questions in prelims. Earlier, traditionally, UPSC used to ask questions from single dimension. But now, you know how the questions are formed and how options had been framed, and we have lengthy questions also now. So here you should not be like an narrow-minded, should not think in one perspective, have to think in different perspectives. Then only you can able to do that kind of questions. Okay, we are going to see what is monsoon, what is IMD, what is forecast, everything guys. And next topic is spurious liquor claims 15 lives in Maharashtra. So this article is talking about spurious liquor. This is also called as pooch. Okay, so after consuming of this spurious liquor, around 15 people died. So this kind of articles you can see at least 4 to 5 incidents across our country in 1 year. So here you have to know about what is the meaning of exactly the spurious liquor, and you have to see what kind of poisoning will happen if you consume this spurious liquor, and on that you may get a question in prelims by comparing methanol and ethanol. So this topic is important from GS paper 2 on a health point of view. And next topic is 90% of Indian babies are born in hospitals, says ENFHS 6. So recently National Family Health Survey 6 had been released. In that survey it is giving some highlights related to births in our country. So here we have to see about this, and you have to add the data which is given under this survey, and you can use in your essay and as well as even in your mains answer. And from NFHS you may get a question, and you know UPSC has tendency to ask questions related to schemes. So here you have to see which schemes of our country promoted institutional deliveries. Okay, and next topic is concrete fever. So this article is talking about increased heat waves. There is increased temperature, and especially in Rajasthan it recorded around 48 degrees centigrade of temperature. It is very high. So here this article is saying that not only because of climate change, even because of human causes, that is nothing but increased rate of urbanization, increased concrete buildings, that leads to urban heat island effect. Because of this urban heat island, that led to increased temperature. So that is the meaning of concrete fever. That means because of increased concrete surfaces, there is increasing of temperature. That is called as concrete fever. So this article is important from GS paper 1 under geography. And even we can see this topic from environment and ecology from GS paper 3. Our next topic is Indian economy to remain resilient despite war impact. This article is talking about the impact of West Asian crisis on Indian economy. And this topic is important from your GS paper 3 under economy. So these all are the topics now we are going to see in this class. Okay, now let us see the first article. Look at the title and read out the title, guys. IMD curtails its forecast for southwest monsoon, pushes onset dates to June. Okay, so this article is talking about onset of southwest monsoon. So monsoon is one important and favorite area of UPSC. Many a times UPSC asks direct questions in prelims and also in mains. In 2026 prelims also there is a question on this southwest and northeast monsoon, but it is related with Andaman and Nicobar geography. Okay. So when we discussed our class, whenever we discussed about this Great Nicobar project, I constantly said that you have to know geography of Andaman and Nicobar. For sure, there will be a question. When we discussed that, I said about you have to know about Great Nicobar project, you have to know about geography of Andaman and Nicobar. I said about you have to know about tribes of Andaman and Nicobar. And I said about sixth schedule also. So sixth schedule question came, and also the question on Andaman and Nicobar related to geography, both they came in the question paper. So whatever thing that I suggest to do, so please do that work. And today I will be releasing a video, and there are 41 questions directly from our test series, and there are 2 PYQs. I didn't counted that PYQs. If we count that PYQs, it is around 43. And from our current affairs magazines. So there are other topics also. Overall, around 47 questions directly from our sources itself. And this time you can expect the cutoff will be like, many are saying that it will be like 70, but as of my knowledge it will be like 73 to 77 will be the cutoff. If you did all these things, obviously you will be crossing this cutoff. And already I make you learn like how you have to approach this prelims questions also, and I gave you the tips and tricks. I took a separate class of 3 hours on that. So if you do all those things together, that our test series, our current affairs magazines, our current affairs classes, and if you did your static, at least good level of revision with 2 to 3 times of revision of each and everything, and if you can apply that techniques whatever I taught in my class, then for sure aram se you can clear your prelims. Don't think that prelims is tough. Everyone is saying that prelims is tough, but it is for other students, not for you guys. I am saying it is for other students. It is tough. I can accept it. And even I took a class of like how to solve that prelims questions of 2026 also. In that class, I clearly said it is just qualifying in nature. You need to cross the cutoff. If you are getting 190, 190, 200 out of 200, no use. No, you have to cross that cutoff. So for that, what techniques you have to use? For sure, even before going into examination hall also, I said like you will be getting surprise in the paper. Yes, a surprise in the examination hall, and you will be seeing the topics for the first time in the paper. I made your mindset strong itself. So if you had a strong mindset, and if you be calm, and if you are like, if you're not emotionally breaking down in the examination hall, and if you're doing the questions, aram se you can do. I will accept it as tough, but for outsiders, not for you guys. Our GS Foundation students, they will not. And even many students had messaged me like, yes, with your current affairs and with your way of teaching, I I came to know like how we have to be in the examination hall. And even many messaged me like, yes, I did around 80% of paper because of your analysis, like that. Okay, so you guys, you have to be more advanced compared to that of outsiders, because every day I'm teaching you, every day I'm guiding you, and I'm telling what exactly UPSC wants. So please follow my directions. Don't fall into the trap. For sure, you will be clearing your exam. Okay, so you have to do dedicated, and you have to be hard work, and you need to maintain consistency. Every day you have to at least minimum 7 hours, guys. Minimum 7 hours. and remaining rest of the time, that is your wish. But you have to attend class. After the class, you have to prepare well, and whatever the test will keep, so please do that without any fail. For sure you'll clear. Okay, now let us see this article. It is talking about monsoon. So what is the meaning of monsoon? From where we derived this word? We derived this word from mausam. Mausam means nothing but reversal of winds. Okay, as you all know that Earth is a planet in our solar system, and Earth will be moving around Sun. Okay, let us consider this as Sun, and Earth is moving around Sun in which orbit? Not circular, it is elliptical orbit. Okay, and Earth has a tilt of 22.5 degrees. So if Earth is moving around the Sun, it will be in this position, right? So this will be our equator. So what happened whenever Earth is moving in this position, Earth will be receiving same amount of sunlight. That condition is called as equinox condition. But if you see in this location, here we have equator, southern part will be receiving more sunlight in this area. So here northern part will be receiving less sunlight. So this position is called as northern winter season. Okay, northern hemisphere will be having winter because southern hemisphere will be receiving more light. So this is called as winter solstice. So we will be always naming based on the northern hemisphere. If northern hemisphere is having winter, it is called as winter solstice. If northern hemisphere is having summer, it is called as summer solstice. Here you can see northern hemisphere will be receiving more amount of sunlight compared to the southern hemisphere. This is called as northern summer or summer solstice. Okay, what happens during the summer solstice is northern hemisphere will be receiving more amount of heat compared to that of southern hemisphere. Okay, now let us draw two globes. Okay, in equinox condition, here in this image I said these two are equinox condition. That means northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere will be receiving same amount of sunlight. So where exactly low pressure will be there? At equator, in these two conditions we can say low pressure. Okay, here if you take this as an example of equinox condition, in equinox, this is equator for example, this is equator. Northern hemisphere is receiving and southern hemisphere is receiving same amount of heat. So which is a dividing line? Equator. So we can see this low pressure region at this equator. Exactly on this equator we can see low pressure. It is called as what? ITCZ, Intertropical Convergence Zone. That is nothing but the low pressure which is seen exactly on this equator in this equinox condition. Then what happens in this summer solstice? Northern hemisphere will be receiving more heat compared to that of the southern hemisphere. So this low pressure line will be moving little bit upwards. Okay, that is nothing but ITCZ is shifting towards north in summer solstice. Then I will also draw one more globe here. This is equator. So what happens in this winter solstice? Southern hemisphere will be receiving more heat compared to the of northern hemisphere. Then what about this ITCZ? It will be moving towards south. Okay, so this is the condition. We are not bothering about this. So to learn monsoon, we have to know this. So there will be shifting of ITCZ towards northwards. Okay. Now what happened? Here you have to remember this concept. That is pressure gradient force. What this pressure gradient force says? Always winds move from high pressure region to low pressure region. Okay, what is this concept? Let us try to understand. So here there is more heat. Yes, more heat. More heat means what happen? Air will be getting heated. Water will be getting heated. After once air get heat, what happen? It will become light. Because of this, the air will be trying to move upwards. So whatever the air which is present here, it is moving upwards. So here what happened? The amount of air which is present at the earth's surface will be low. So because of this, the less air will be applying less pressure on this earth surface. Because of this, it forms low pressure. Okay, if it is creating a vacuum, what happens? Obviously the air will come and air will try to grab that, right? If there is any vacuum, no one will be idle. They want to enter into that. For example, let us take one CM died. That post had become vacant. Will that be vacant like that only? Many persons will try to occupy that seat. In the same way, if low pressure is formed here, obviously the air from this high pressure wants to come and occupy that place. Okay. So now let us draw important latitudes. Here we have 90 degrees north. Here we have 90 degrees south. North pole, south pole. This is our equator. This is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Normally this ITCZ will be on this Tropic of Cancer. Okay, normally in this winter solstice, summer solstice, we can see ITCZ on this Tropic of Cancer. It will be moving towards north. Okay, now let us try to draw the diagram of winds, how they will blow. Okay, so here we have low pressure, here we have high pressure, and here we have high pressure, low pressure, like that. Okay, so this is our equator. Exactly, you know that on this this 23.5 degrees north, that is Tropic of Cancer, is passing towards our India, right? So here in this area we will be getting hot. Okay, as I said, what happens? The winds will be moving from high pressure region to low pressure region. Okay, so from here what happened? The winds will be moving in this direction. Okay, so these winds, now let us zoom this image. If you take India like this, here we have 23.5 degree north, that is Tropic of Cancer, and here what happened? This low pressure or ITCZ will be forming, and here what we have? Here we have equator. Okay, and here what we have? Arabian Sea. Here we have Bay of Bengal region. So this entire area is now under low pressure. High heat is there. So land got heated and even water got heated. So water got heated. Water will be converted into what? Vapor. So where this water vapor will be there? Normally, if you see the cooking phenomena, if you're cooking something like rice or anything, so whenever that got boiled, what happened? Water vapor will be touching the lid and it will be forming small water droplets, right? The same concept apply here. So here the water will get heated and it will be forming water vapor. And what happened? After water got heated, it will be forming like clouds. So clouds are formed here. So whenever winds are moving in this direction, then what happened? The clouds will be brought onto this Indian surface. And what happened? Obviously, whenever the clouds will become heavy, what they'll do? They'll cause rainfall. So this mechanism is called as monsoon. And here you have to see one more important thing. So here what we have? Western Ghats. So here what we have? Andaman and Nicobar. So whenever winds are moving in this direction, will they cause rainfall in this Andaman and Nicobar? Actually, first they will hit this Andaman and Nicobar because it is there here. After that, they hit this Kerala coast. Okay, that was the first statement in that question. And next one here is, as I said, again during winter season, ITCZ will be moving towards southwards. Then what happened? Winds from here to, they will move here in this direction. Whenever winds will move in this direction, then those are called as northeast monsoon. So here, are they causing rainfall in this Andaman and Nicobar? From this direction rainfall is causing, from this direction rainfall is causing. This is the next statement. Andaman and Nicobar receives rainfall in both southwest and northeast monsoon. That is right. Okay. And next one here is, in that question they gave the statement that they receive only rainfall during December to May. But when this monsoon start? In the month of June, July. That means June, July also it is getting rainfall. Then why only December to May? That statement is wrong. Only that statement is wrong in that question. If you know that concept, then obviously you will be doing that question. You will not go wrong at all. This is that. This is that one. Is that making easy? So like that, whenever you're reading geography, you have to know clearly the map of India, and you need to able to draw diagrams, because even in your mains also, many a times UPSC asked a question related to factors responsible for formation of monsoons, El Nino, La Nina, cyclones, anticyclones, types of clouds, rainfall types. So rather than writing everything, if you draw a diagram, one diagram is equal to 1,000 words. You can easily represent clearly in diagram rather than writing. And even you have time constraints and word constraints. Right? Try to make notes in the form of diagrams. Then it will be very easy. So that is the question that asked in 2026. Okay. Now let us come to this article. So you know about southwest monsoon. So normally the southwest monsoon will hit the coast of Kerala on June 1st. Actually recently IMD came up with a forecast that this year we are going to have El Nino or La Nina. El Nino. That means we are going to have a very less rainfall. And they predicted that around 92% of rainfall we are going to get. That means 8% of deficient rainfall we are going to get. And now again IMD came up with a new forecast. It said that earlier it said that on 26th May this monsoon winds will hit this Kerala region. But now it delayed to around 1st of July. And now it is saying that by the 1st of July, this winds will come and hit this Kerala coast. And one more update it gave is, earlier it said that 92% of rainfall, but now it decreased it to, you'll get 90% of rainfall. We have to see. Okay, that is this. So if UPSC wants to give a question, what it can give? It can give a question on the summer solstice, winter solstice, because it is a repeated theme. I think 4 to 5 times UPSC already gave question on this summer solstice and winter solstice. Even in 2024 paper or 2025 also they gave question on this. Okay, one important area is you have to know this diagram clearly. Even in your atlas also, in the front pages, you can see this concept with diagram, and they will clearly give what is this. And they will ask about June 21st. Okay. And next, if they want to ask the question, they may ask you about this phenomena of ITCZ, how low pressure is shifting towards northwards or southwards. Yes. And next one is, they may ask you about this phenomena. And one more thing here, I want to ask you a question. Here, which state we have? Which state we have? Tamil Nadu. Will this Tamil Nadu receive rainfall in the southwest monsoon? Because here we have Western Ghats. Tamil Nadu will not receive that much rainfall in the southwest. But whenever winds are coming back in this way, obviously Tamil Nadu will receive rainfall. So because of this, normally we can see floods in Chennai in winter season, not in this rainy season. That is a major reason. Now UPSC asked question on this Andaman and Nicobar. Next time it may ask on Tamil Nadu. These two are the areas that you have to remember regarding this monsoon. Are you understanding? Okay. Yeah. On this Tamil Nadu, next time UPSC can ask you a question. You have to be careful. If UPSC wants to ask, it can ask about Andaman and Nicobar related to monsoon. And next one is, it may ask about rabi crops. You know this rabi crops, right? Normally they are grown in which season? Winter season. Because of this northeast monsoons, it causes rainfall in Punjab, Haryana region. Because of that, they'll go for growing of wheat in that area. So you have to see all those concepts from geography point of view. If you study geography, this every concept will be very clear. Sandeep sir will be explaining all these things very clear, guys. You cannot, like, there is no lot of thinking that much. Okay, see here, here you have to know about IMD. On this, you may get a question. Consider the following statements regarding IMD. They may give you 2 to 3 statements and they may ask you which of the above are correct or incorrect. If you see IMD, it established in year 1875. That means way back we got independence. Before we got independence itself, yes, this organization was formed. And next important one here is it functions under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Actually, in our 2026 paper, there was a question on this Ministry of Earth Sciences. The question was, consider the following statements regarding deep ocean mission. And they gave 3 statements under that question. First statement itself, it comes under Ministry of Ships, Ports and somewhat they gave. But that deep ocean mission is under Ministry of Earth Sciences. And it is also one question from our test series, directly it came. I will release one video so that you can understand exactly. In many questions directly the statements are matching. And even from our YouTube shorts, there are 8 questions. And we edited the video yesterday itself, but there are some minor changes like spelling mistakes were there. Today I will be releasing that video also. From shorts also 8 questions directly came. Okay, now let us see. IMD headquarters is located in Delhi, guys. And there are around 6 regional meteorological centers also. And those centers are there in Mumbai, Chennai, New Delhi, Calcutta, Nagpur and Guwahati. Okay, now let us see what is the mandate of IMD, what it has to do. IMD will be focusing on meteorological observation, that is nothing but changing of weather. It will provide weather forecast services. And it will be warning against severe weather phenomena like tropical cyclones, nor'westers, dust storms, heavy rain, snow, everything it will be giving alerts to the people. And next one is it will be providing even forecasts related to agriculture, water resource management, industries, oil exploration and nation building activities. Okay. See this article, guys. Read out the title. Spurious liquor claims 15 lives in Maharashtra. Spurious liquor means nothing but hooch. In common words, sarai. I think you might have heard about kalti sarai tagi. So many people died like that. Spurious liquor is nothing but kalti sara. In Telugu, we'll call it as like this. In English, we'll call it as spurious liquor or hooch. H-O-O-C-H. Hooch. Okay, so if you see this article, it is talking about the deaths. Because of consumption of this spurious liquor, many people died in Maharashtra. Every year, at least a minimum 4 to 5 articles you'll get for sure related to this spurious liquor. You know why it happens. Okay, so especially low income class people, if they want to consume alcohol, they will go for cheap liquor, and that too this hooch is available and they are like normally homemade liquor. Okay, so here what happened, mostly alcohol contains which component? Alcohol contains ethanol, right? Ethanol is the component which will be present in alcohol. So what is happening in this liquor is, instead of ethanol, it will be having methanol. And this methanol is lethal. Okay, instead of ethanol, methanol will be there in that liquor. Because of that, it will causes deaths. That means you may get a question by comparing ethanol and methanol. Yes, possibility is there. And second type of question is they may ask you solely about methanol poisoning. Because after becoming a district collector, it is your responsibility to control this kind of deaths also. And you may get even ethics based case study from this area. You are a district collector. In your district, around 50 people died because of consumption of spurious liquor. And you are getting pressure from politicians, pressure from like higher authorities to control this kind of situation. So what are the options available to you? What is your action? Or like what are the ethical dilemmas involved in that case? Like that you may get a case study in your ethics. So this is case study related current affairs case. And even ethics based questions are there in your paper, around 3 questions. That means from next time also you can expect 5 to 7 questions based on the ethics in your prelims. So you have to think in that dimensions also. Like if you are a district collector, what will be your immediate action? What can you do to control this kind of situations? Will you completely ban this, or like do you search for any other alternatives? Okay. Now let us see the context. It says that around 15 people died in Pune, and it is located near this Pimpri Chinwad region of Maharashtra. Around 15 people died because of consumption of spurious liquor. So what is the meaning of spurious liquor? It is illegally manufactured or adulterated alcoholic beverage, and normally it is unsafe for consumption, but people they will consume that, and they will be getting this kind of adverse impact on their health, and they are usually sold without any proper license, and they will not follow any safety standards. If you're purchasing any liquor from this liquor shop, what happens? They will be having the brand, and they will be giving you the standards and what are the contents, everything. Have you ever seen for this Hooch or like Sara, will they provide any safety standards? No one will be providing safety standards for this. Because of lack of safety standards, there will be a methanol poisoning. Okay, hooch is common term used for homemade or bottled liquor, and it is normally cheap, low quality and potentially harmful alcohol. Okay, now let us see about methanol poisoning. Okay, methanol poisoning, if we are consuming this methanol instead of ethanol, it will be having lots of impacts on our health, that too serious negative impacts. It may cause blindness, it may cause organ failure, and it will cause neurological damage. After consuming this, confusion, dizziness, hallucinations can come. In the serious cases, that will lead to coma and death. See this next article, guys. 90% of Indian babies are born in hospitals, says National Family Health Survey 6. What does it mean? This article is saying that there is increased number of institutional deliveries. That means nothing but deliveries in hospitals. So can anyone tell me what are the programs came up by the government to increase deliveries in hospitals? Janani Suraksha Yojana, yes, and even different states are coming with their own state government schemes. Like if you are giving birth for a child in hospital, they will be getting around 12,000 rupees for boy and 13,000 rupees for girl. And even they will be giving kits. In Telangana state, we used to have KCR kits. They will be providing whatever the baby necessities, like carrying bag, bed sheets, blankets, baby cloths, and powder, soaps, oils. They will be giving all these kits. So if government is providing this kind of incentives, obviously what happen? We can bring change in the mindset of people. Yes or no? If you are going and delivering in the hospital, you will be getting care. Not only care, they are getting money. They are getting some incentives like this kind of kids. No. So why not? People will be going to hospital. And even nowadays, there is increased transportation facilities in rural areas, and even availability of ambulances also had been increased. We have 108. Yes, so like that, if you are giving this kind of awareness about ambulances, about schemes, obviously there will be increasing of institutional deliveries. And now you guys tell me, what is the impact? If institutional deliveries are increasing, why we need to bother? Do we have any good impact or bad impact? So if deliveries are going on in homes, can they control excess bleeding? No. And what happens sometimes, it may be danger for the baby because of chances of infections will be more. Yes or no? Chance of infections will be very high if the deliveries are happening in home. And not only that, they will be not getting proper medications to prevent infections. And even sometimes what happens if there is any irregular cuts, or if there is like complex kind of vaginal birth, in that cases there may be chances of increased death of women. That will leads to maternal mortality. So if we are promoting this kind of institution deliveries, obviously we can reduce this maternal mortality rate, and women will be getting proper antenatal, that means after delivery related care from the hospitals, and even they will be getting the training related to how to breastfeed for the first mothers, and even the children will be getting vaccination as soon as birth of the baby. They will be giving some vaccinations that will be like life saving. So if the deliveries are happening in home, can we give that kind of vaccinations? No, but children will be getting vaccinations if they are having this kind of institutional deliveries. That means we are also going to reduce infant mortality rate and as well as child mortality rate if we are promoting this kind of institutional delivery. So all these things that you have to remember and think, guys. Okay, now let us see about National Family Health Survey. So here this article is saying that India made significant progress in maternal and child health. There is improvements in vaccination, and even there is increased hospital births. And because of giving vaccination on time, that also reduces stunting and as well as wasting in children. That is the thing which mainly highlighted by National Family Health Survey 6. Okay, if you see about this National Family Health Survey 6, under this we are mainly focusing on tracking of post-COVID-19 recovery, and we are focusing on fertility, mortality and service utilization trends among the people. Okay, and who implemented that? Very important health related schemes will be implemented by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Very important point. That's it, guys, nothing more than that. And you have to say about objectives. Objectives will be nothing but NFHS, which will be giving the data. Based on that data, we can go for proper policy making. And which one is we can go for proper monitoring of programs, and we can go and we can assess like whether we are providing equity or not, whether these targeted beneficiaries are getting benefited or not because of the schemes. All these things we can understand. So this is about this topic. And see this next one, guys. Title says concrete fever. Okay, to understand this article, now we are in summer season. Temperature is very high. In Rajasthan, around 48 degrees of temperature had been recorded. It is very high. Yes? Okay, so this article is saying that it is not only because of climate change. As we all know that climate change is happening, global warming is happening. Obviously, that will lead to increased climate, increased temperature. So not only it is related to climate change or like global warming. So this article is saying that because of urbanization, because of increasing of concrete structures, there is increased temperature. Okay, and this article is saying that what exactly we have to do in urban areas to reduce temperature is, first one is we have to increase what? Green cover. So how can we increase green cover? On the both sides of road we can go for plantation program. In urban areas we have a program of afforestation called as Miyawaki technique. It is Japanese technique that we are using in state of Telangana for urban forestation, and it is PYQ in 2020. Miyawaki synonyms what it is. It is urban afforestation program. Okay, and we can use this Miyawaki technique to increase green cover, and we can increase this public park spaces, also green spaces, and we have to ask this in urban areas we can go for terrace farming or terrace gardening. That will also increases the green cover. And apart from that we have some products which will be available that we can paint on our roof, so that that will be increasing this reflecting power albedo. So even normally summertime we'll go for painting of our roofs with white color. I don't know what exactly is that. We have to, that will be like white granules. We have to soak them in some and we have to paint that at least 2 coats so that our roof will be like cool like that. That is called as cooling cement, but I don't know exactly what it is. In layman language, my grandfather, my mother used to tell cooling cement, but I don't know what exactly is that. So we can use that kind of reflective surfaces in urban areas to reduce some temperature. So these are the 3-4 points which said here. That's it, nothing more than this. Okay, see this article guys, Indian economy to remain resilient despite war impact. This article is talking about impact of war. Okay, so here you know that in West Asia war is going on. Which countries are fighting? Israel and US on one side, Iran on another side, and entire West Asia is in crisis. Dropping of bombs, missiles, using of drones, entire night sky is lighted up by the missiles. Yes? Yes or no? So I think you might have seen lots of images related to this firing of missiles in the night that is lighting up the bright sky. You can use this kind of rhyming words in your essay also. I want to tell one thing guys. In your essay you have to use some creativity for sure. Okay, if you are writing anything about war, how can you write in the way forward or in the conclusion part? Instead of lighting dark sky with missiles, we can shift it into the lights released by these crackers because of peace and celebrations. So like that we have to use that missile light with these lights of crackers, war, enmity with peace and celebrations. So like that you have to use this kind of some creativity in your essays that will make your essay somewhat unique guys. Okay, yeah. So here you know about this West Asian crisis, West Asian war. So obviously because of this West Asian crisis, what we are facing, like decreasing of gas, LPG, decreased oil, and impact is there on diesel and as well as petrol price. But this article is saying that we are resilient. We are resilient. That means there is nothing much change we can see on our economy because of this West Asian crisis. Why? Because we are not only bringing oil from this West Asia, but even from other countries also we are getting oil. Because of that, there is less impact. So that is the thing which mainly said here. But you have to think about this once. If I talk something, it will be becoming controversy here. So here if you see what exactly they are saying is energy, commodity prices, rising logistic cost, volatility in global financial market, and uncertainty surrounding global trade politics. So these are the things which are happening, but because of this there is a very less impact on our economy. That is this article guys. So here you have to think and you have to make the note of points related to what this West Asia's impact is there on our economy on the ground level. So this will be a mains based question guys. So you have to think on this and I'll be giving you question on this topic. Okay, see these questions guys. First question, it is about southwest monsoon. With reference to southwest monsoon in India, consider the following. First one is the Arabian Sea branch strikes Western Ghats and causes heavy orographic rainfall. The Bay of Bengal branch contributes significantly to rainfall in northeast India. Tamil Nadu receives most of its annual rainfall from southwest monsoon. Monsoon onset over Kerala is an important indicator monitored by IMD. Because of this only now it is in news. It said that it is going to hit Kerala coast on 1st of June. That means 4 will be there in your answer for sure. Okay, that means one option eliminated. You came with 75% of chances. What about Tamil Nadu? Will it receive its rainfall? That means in these two options, this 3 will be not there. Again, you came up with this 50-50. What will you choose? 2 and 4 or 1, 2 and 4? What's the technique I said? 1, 2 and 4. So Arabian Sea branch strikes Western Ghats. Yes, After hitting this western Ghats, it causes orographic rainfall. You will be having three types of rainfall: conventional rainfall, orographic, and cyclonic rainfall. Orographic is nothing but the hills. If they are hitting the hills, they will cause rainfall. So this will be right. Answer will be A, 1, 2, and 4. See this next one, guys. Consider the following statements regarding methanol and ethanol. I said there may be a question by comparing these two. First one is methanol is commonly used as industrial solvent and fuel. If you don't know, keep it aside. Ethanol is safe for human consumption in regulated quantities. I said in alcohol we will be having ethanol, but if you take anything excess, I'll give you one more example for your essay. Please make a note. If you want to write anything regarding anything excess is dangerous, what kind of examples you can give? Anything excess is dangerous. What kind of examples you can give? You can take our atmosphere, whatever the air we breathe. We have different composition, right? We have oxygen, we have nitrogen, we have carbon dioxide. Which is more? Nitrogen. Why oxygen is not more? If oxygen is more, can we live like this? Oxygen supports what? Combustion. So if oxygen is more, we may not lead the life as now, right? That is the one example you can use. And you can take even carbon dioxide excess leads to global warming. Is it good? No. That is just some basic example. And next one is, if you want to add emotional touch, parents show always love towards their children. Is that excess love is good without direction? You can write that kind of commonly seen examples. For example, I love sweets. If I eat excess sweets, is that good for my health? I love alcohol. If and I don't love, but normally I'm telling that example. If I drink more alcohol, is that good for my liver? Anything excess is dangerous. So here, in regulated quantities, is that mild or is that extreme? Regulated means 90 ml. You know 90, 1 peg, 2 pegs. Yes, is that right or wrong now? Right? So that means in your answer, 2 should be there. I eliminated 1. Next one. Methanol poisoning affects now more severe than ethanol poisoning. Yes, of course. That means your answer should have 3. Okay, all is having 3. Next, ethanol and methanol have identical metabolic pathways and produce same end products. If they are producing same means they should have same effect. But ethanol having different effect and methanol is having different. That means is that statement right? Use common sense. Methanol poisoning is happening, not ethanol poisoning. That means are they producing same end products? That means your answer should not have 4. So what will be the answer? 1, 2 and 3. In that way only you have to do the questions. If you are not applying common sense, you cannot come to the right answer. I am telling you, I am warning you guys, use common sense, not knowledge. Knowledge will not work every time in prelims. Common sense will work. Okay, that's all guys. By this I'm concluding. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this class, please do hit the like button and please do share this class to your friends, and do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy. And one more thing guys, I am very proudly to say that in this toughest paper of 2026 prelims, around 46 questions they came directly from our sources, and by today evening I will be releasing that video. You can check that, and we will be also giving that question even with the test number, question number, everything guys, with proof. I will be posting that. Okay, yeah, that's all guys. And if you want to start your preparation, and if you want to clear your UPSC, and if you want to achieve your dream of becoming IAS or IPS, you can join our foundation course guys, and we are going to launch the new batch of this course from June 8th onwards. And if possible you can come for the demo classes on 8th and 9th of the June, and after attending that only you can join guys. And the class timings will be like 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. in afternoon session. We have this class. You can come and you can join this demo session also, no issue guys. And if you want to know further details of this course, please do contact us on this number 8074765513. And if you want to visit our academy, you can come. It is located in Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad, exactly above Vikas Book Center, second and third floor guys. Thank you so much for watching.